So Eva is a 7Q. Drewch, you're a 2 or 3Q, right? So the results
Oh,
kind of
wow,
expected.
I had him as
Oh.
a 5K, so.
Uh,
That's his OGS rank though, so
yeah, his OGS rank is, I think, underranked though.
I also ranked up a couple times in like the last 3 weeks.
Nice. Okay, so the graph is actually pretty good for Ava, in my opinion, because I would say getting the lead is actually pretty consistent, and looks like Ava lasted quite a while. So this is what I would expect from a rank gap like this, and then of course the classic, the Drewch negative right here. That's the part that I would focus on right here, Drewch. For anytime you're playing a game where there's a big rank difference, that this is what you want to see, and then like a smooth line to the finish. Like this is fine. This is good. It's this negative stuff that you want to work on, because that's where your hole is in the opening or in your game. Yeah, so let's go ahead and look at the game. Okay. This is a position. This is really fast. Any particular reason we're not finishing Joseki's?
Well, I don't have a reason.
So I would say going to on your journey to like getting to one don, I would say you really want to make your game all about the basics until you understand like when do you not play the basics. So in other words, if you're gonna play here, I would just finish the Joseki, and you know just do the normal thing, and then you do this until you learn a reason why you don't. Like for example, maybe you want to exchange right here to break a combination and then go 3-3, and there could be some reasons for that. But if you don't have a reason for it, I would just say stick to basics. Whenever you're uncertain, stick to basics. So this one, it looks like you're setting up a very confusing game to rely on fighting and stuff. I don't know if I would do this. I don't prefer this personally, but if you don't have a reason, I think it's a mistake. This is fine. I would be cautious here, Drewch, because you did this for Sente, but you're also really short on territory right now. So you gotta definitely do some attacking. I might even 3-3 here, because you need some territory. You do have influence, but you need some territory. But okay. Combination could be okay as well. This is fine. I think this is fine too. As long as you get something, right? That's the big thing here. It says,
Yeah, well, I figured if I got pincered, then I would get the corner, and if I didn't, then I would build with the bottom side.
Yeah. I think the results acceptable. For black, probably I would go low, because I kind of want to be on the bottom or the right. I don't want to be on the top, because the top's kind of settled already. So when you're going high, usually you're going to finish this in Gote. The only reason you go high is if you're putting more pressure, like you're attacking or something. Like for example, if they do this, you jump high to keep the pressure. But otherwise, you would just go low so that way you can focus on Sente. This is fine. Yeah, and now black has to finish because of fourth line. Yeah, and this is big. So I would say white is a little bit ahead here, because white is just playing slightly faster. So the question with this one is, do we want to build the bottom or do we want to reduce the right? Because if we build the bottom like this, that's a lot of points. But if you think white's is bigger, okay, then we're going to try to take Sente and then get over there. But the big difference is this is a low black stone, where this is a low white stone. So I kind of want to develop the bottom instead of settling the bottom. But this is still possible. This is not Joseki. Is this Joseki? I don't think it's Joseki. It's here is the normal move. Yeah, there's no reason not to do this. because that builds it a lot better than just this. So this looks like a Joseki knowledge. Table shape, because you have a lot of cutting points. Careful, white. I kind of want to build the right, not the left. You need this move. If you're going to build the left, you need this move. You can't build the left with an open skirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, this bottom left corner is really bad shape because even if you can't even do this because all the Ataris and stuff. So it's really, this is really bad shape. So maybe here, so or just not Hani, just go here, here.
I kind of like built, I guess I shouldn't have built there, but I kind of did that because I knew it was getting like kind of ugly shape.
I think the biggest issue here is Joseki knowledge. I think that's the big thing here. This is, I kind of like this idea of build the bottom while reducing the right. I really like that idea. I think breaking white's combination might be a little bit more effective because white's looks a little bit bigger than black's because it's just higher, it's building faster. So I think break, and then maybe come back down here, or maybe go over here. And if he blocks and gote, then you can just go in. But I think letting white block right here and sente, I think this is just too good for white. So I think you have to. The problem is in this game, there's three things to balance: the right side, the bottom side, and the left side. And I think both players made the game difficult because if we play here, all I really want from this, honestly, is sente. So do this and then deal with the right. So I can either build while reducing, or I can just go invade, like maybe here, and deal with the right. Now, instead, black said, I'm going to build the bottom, okay, with this move, right? But then white said, I'm going to build the left. But you just built the right. So it's like, okay, now we have to deal with 3 areas instead of just 1 or 2 areas. So it's like both players just keep making and making and making, but they keep making different areas instead of building the biggest one. Because building the biggest one is usually the simplest. So it's usually the one I recommend. But I think both players chose to make another area. And so now the game's hard to determine like which one's the biggest. That's why I think it's becoming really difficult. This is fine. That looks too. I think this one's more normal though. Because of that. And it also, and this one leaves a cutting point. So I think it's more normal. But that would be just knowledge again. Yeah, this is painful. I don't think there is a good way to fix this. Probably just make the table. No, because that's still good. Maybe just fix. Just fix everything. Like in too many cuts, just fix. Just fix and move on. Yeah, he gets one more, but now your shape's really good, right? But I think the bigger issue is you have too much bad shape from a messed up Joseki. What about here? You don't even need to. You can just go here and like start activating stuff.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
I did leave it for later, but then I left it for too late.
Yeah, there's a lot of Aji there. Probably here, because this doesn't go anywhere without this move. Yeah, this is a lot of reading right here.
Yeah, I read it wrong later. I thought that D3 would go somewhere, but I messed that up.
Tiger's Mouth, same as the last game. This is the Tiger's Mouth is the shape point usually. Okay, so how many liberties do you have here? So these cuts do work, which means this Hane works. And you can't cut, or you have to Nobi down. Let's see if I can fix my cutting point using Aji. Unnecessary. Unnecessary, just fix. Yeah, black's losing his whole area. It's a problem. This is possible. This area is getting really small. It's already on the 3rd line. This is possible if you want to focus on the left. So I think this. I like this move. I like this move. I don't think we have time. I honestly think that we're alive here. We're alive here. This is just points. So if it's just points, there's no groups that are going to die or lose their eye space or base. It's just points. Then I think the left side is bigger than the bottom by quite a bit. So maybe just reduce with a cap on the line of influence. I want to poke some Aji, but we might get attacked. So yeah, this I think is the simplest.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this one is just it looks like it does something to white, but after white spent a move to fix, it actually does nothing. And since you're alive here and alive here, you can only classify it as points.
Okay.
No, this is chicken move. Just build. Just build. Just make it bigger. Black has to do something about it eventually.
Okay.
Attack with your Moyo. Don't try to make points with the Moyo.
Yeah.
One line too deep. I think it's here. Line of influence. Okay, so my first instinct is the cap. Why are we defending the Moyo? We should be attacking with the Moyo. Uh-oh. Scary. Yeah, that's why I think this one's one line too deep. But this is very passive play. This is, I think, where your graphs... No, because it was a... I think it'll move 100. It started going backwards. Yeah. Somewhere in here. I think this is really passive, though. Like, you still get a lot of points, but it feels really passive. I think you do better. It's your Moyo. I would cut. I want to fight with the Moyo, right? I want to just... You know, I want to pick a fight. This is my house, right? I'm not scared of a fight in my house. So it feels so passive. That's a good cut.
Well, on that, I was just planning on cut whatever side she didn't.
Gotcha. Yeah. I really just want to fight. Like, honestly, from the first thing, I'd be like, I'm surrounding you. I just want to fight.
I thought like I was ahead that I don't know if
can you do this? Can you? Oh, yeah, you can. Cool. Unnecessary though. You can just block.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was just trying to be fancy.
Yeah, it's fine.
Like in these situations where I'm ahead by a lot, I always, or at least I felt ahead, and I had two bigger areas that like just securing the points tends to like win me more games than. I'm trying like to
suppose-
not attack everything basically. Because I used to attack everything, and then if I capped it, then I would feel like I need to kill it, and then I would
No.
end up losing the game.
I think you need to be satisfied with attacking for profit. The idea of attacking for profit may not get you as many points, but it prevents black from making an influence that might make points.
Yeah, so it's fine if black lives and then can go all the way to like B10 and C10 eventually and wipe out all my.
That's being a little optimistic for black. You should get like in this area, you should get at least 15 to, if not 20 points. The thing is, you also build a Moyo while you're attacking. So even if you lose some points here, you get some points over here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And for black, I would say this is the biggest thing you want to watch for at the Q level and middle game is cutting points. You played a Hane, which in another shape is a knight's move. If you play a shape in your opponent's influence that is cuttable, the first thing that they're going to consider is to cut you.
Okay.
So you need to have a plan of how to deal with this. And it's very dangerous to get cut in your opponent's area. So probably like 1 point jump or something, or just run away. Just something simple for defense. That might not be enough in this game, so you might need to increase a little the risk a little bit, but it's one of the big things you need to watch out for. And the reason I mentioned is because I also noticed it right here. You played another Hane, which is still cuttable. So the biggest thing you have to watch for in the middle game at the Q level is check your cutting points. That will win and lose you games more than you realize. So if you are attacking in your area, so for white, you don't have to watch your cutting points as much. You still have to read them, but it's a lot less dangerous. But if you're in your opponent's area, those cutting points are giant red dots that your opponents are going to look at. So you need to be very cautious of it.
Okay.
This feels very passive. Is that like this has to be smaller than like something over here, right? Or something out here. Which is this cat. Anything that attacks or anything that builds. I feel like this is super slow.
Yeah, but I guess I thought it was still Sente.
Mhm. Okay, so we're cutting here. That's an interesting idea. Kind of a little bit late to attack though, but okay. This is broken shape. Don't help your opponent. Just fix and run away. Fix and run away. So whenever you're playing a move that's not connected to the weak group, you have to think, does this help me? Why am I doing it? What are you fixing? What's the problem that white can do that is causing you to not help your weak group? Maybe here is better. Right. So what is the reason for not helping your weak group? What can white do? That's what you got to ask yourself whenever you play a move like this that's not connected.
Yeah.
If you want to keep attacking, this is the move. Okay. Here I might choose this one. This is a common follow-up to an attachment because you sacrifice this stone in order to get Aji like this. And if they fix, you might be able to get in like this, and that's just a little bit better sometimes. So it's this is a Hane, reverse Hane is a shape to consider, and you still save the stone, and yes, you get cut, but in this case, it's more of a sacrifice play to get forcing moves. So this is a possible reduction shape. And if you, I'm not sure you have enough territory. If you do, then this is fine, but if you don't, you might need to consider the invasion. So, because this also looks very interesting. Maybe Co, but that's pushing cuts very cool. There's also a connection Co there. I don't know. But if you're losing, increase the risk a little bit.
Yeah.
So I would say you have to count here. You would have to count and make a judgment call. Here is the Tsuji. It's better Yosei.
Okay.
And if they cut you, then you just do that. And they do get to squeeze. But there's also a cut here, so. This might be okay. Another option to consider is here. But yeah, this is another option to consider. Okay. Good peep. Probably you want a Nobi or a jump is better shape. This is a knight's move and a knight's move, and this one only has 3 liberties. So I feel like there's forcing moves here. And maybe a Tsuji.
Yeah, I think my graph starts
here?
going down maybe in like another 5 or 6 moves from this probably.
I don't know. I'd have to spend some time reading here, but there should be forcing moves for it. Oh, this is really good for black. You need to save the cutting stones. Cutting stones are important. Because it kind of defeats the purpose of this move if black just connects. Like, where's your profit? What is the purpose of these?
I think I was using those 2 stones, like I was gonna either attack that group there, the one that she just saved, or if she didn't, then I would have these 2 stones against that bigger group, which is also cut off. So is Miai attacking one group or the other, depending on which one she took? That was what I was in my head anyways.
I understand, but I think even this is better.
Okay.
I think it's an important stone. That's greedy. I think it's here. Down here, you would go like right here probably. This one is like really going for the kill. And I think that's too optimistic. I would probably push because there's no cut right there. So I would try to push and start cutting white off. And this might actually backfire for white.
It does.
This is a false eye, so it's not worth defending. You can't be cut there, so why defend it, right? So it kind of feels like a wasted move. Same concept, but last move first. I think. Yep. Yeah, so just do the last move first. Oh, I feel like white can die. I feel like white can die.
So this is where I
Maybe
started.
not,
This
but-
is where my graph starts going down.
Yeah. Like if I can get you to if I can get you to save right here, I feel like there's a lot of cool stuff I can do. I guess not. All I can do is get a few stones. Yeah, I guess not. I guess there's nothing I can do, but it looks so close to something working. I would start Yosei now because everyone's alive and there's no big territory left. So Yosei. 15 points right here. Yeah, I would start Yosei now. Don't lose Sente, don't lose Sente, don't lose Sente. Oh. Cool. Does it work? I think it works. So if I cut Atari, take what now? That's a lot of points. I think white's dead. I think 1, 2, 3 works. Yeah, I don't see a refute for white. No, I'm stupid. What am I doing? Just go here. So you have to go here, 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 here. Yeah. Simple. Okay. I think you read that this Atari'd, and you're like, well, can't do that. But if you look like 2 more moves, there's actually no response for white. Huh? Can you do this? I didn't think so. I didn't think so. Maybe here. Here. Just make them squirm. Make them squirm. I think this makes white regret left choices. Maybe even just go here. Like, where do you go with these? Where do these go? Yeah, this is greedy. This one's greedy. Nobi, actually, do you have to do anything? So if I go here, what can white do? Just that? So you can technically Tanuki, I think. The other option is to Nobi. I think is better than take because it gives a little bit more forcing moves. So yeah, I think probably black can level up Yosei a bit and then watch the cutting points in the middle game. I think improving cutting points with go problems can definitely improve your middle game and Joseki knowledge. And then for white, stop going for the kill. Attack for profit. Don't go for the kill, just attack for profit. Too greedy. And then don't be so passive with your Mayo. Attack with the Mayo.
Okay.
But attack for profit. Don't go for the kill. That's your big thing.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully you both found that helpful.
All right. Thank you very much.
Mhm.